Okay, second part of first unit is on your screen. So these are the things we will try to cover in today's class. Programming equipment, programming format, proper construction of PLC, process scanning consideration, and in addition to that, if time permits, what are the different devices connected to our PLC input module and output module also can be discussed if possible. Okay. So let us start with first topic, programming equipment.
Sir,
What do you mean by?
presentation is not visible.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. Thank you for that, reminding me. So these are the second part of unit 1, general PLC programming procedure. Okay, under that, these are the things going to be covered. Programming equipment. Remember, PLC programming is falling in the category of firmware programming, right? Firmware programming. What is the meaning of firmware programming? More involvement of hardware.
Hardware programming.
Yeah, more involvement of hardware. या फिर more communication with hardware. Or in general, programming a hardware is nothing but firmware. Okay. Directly programming a hardware is nothing but firmware. How can we program a PLC hardware? What are the equipment available to program a PLC hardware? We will cover as first topic in today's class. Then programming format is covered next. And after that, this is going to be a long answer question. LAQ. Okay. In that, we will see what are the allowed procedure of PLC program construction. Okay. And what are the rules which restrict ourselves while drawing few lines for programming a PLC, which is called as ladder diagram programming. After that, we should actually cover first what is actually the syntax, proper syntax of a PLC execution. Okay, we all know that PLC first read input module, then execute program, then update output module. The overall process is called as process scanning. I repeat, first the system PLC scan input module. IM stand for input module. Then the program which we are writing is executed. After that, the result obtained from the execution of program is updating output module. The overall, this 3 steps process is called as scanning process. Hope it is clear to everybody. Yes,
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yeah. Let us start with the first one, programming equipment. Maybe you have done PLC programming in process control lab, process instrumentation lab. Have you done or not? You are going to do this semester, in this semester, no? Okay.
Yes, sir. We have this semester.
Okay, okay. You see, typically there is one computer like the computer I have, with the help of which I am teaching you. There is one computer, okay? A computer like this. A keyboard, some CPU is available. To this computer, our PLC is connected. To this PLC, input module is connected and output module is connected. What we need to do is, with the help of this keyboard, this is monitor and this is CPU, we need to write a program and we can visualize this program in this monitor. Okay. After writing the program, we need to move this program into PLC. But before that, we will do some process. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, I'm skipping that part. We write program with the help of this personal computer, PC. Then we move this program. This is actually a connector. We may move this program into PLC. So what happens is PLC is having one small memory, one application program memory, in which the program which we want to execute can be placed. If suppose PLC is running already the old program, if we move a new program, old program will get erased, a new program will be added, and this program is executed. Then after that, again the same process start. PLC scan the input module, run this program, update the output. So this is actually the process. In this particular case, this personal computer is called as equipment. Equipment, with the help of which program can move into PLC. Is this clear? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is one of the equipment. Instead, if suppose PLC is available in industry, then it is very difficult to take a entire personal computer and do the programming operation. In that case, it will be of a handy type like our laptop or our PAM top or like our what is that? It may be a mobile phone even, with the help of which we can do editing of program or writing of program into PLC. In that case, that equipment will be the programming equipment for moving program into PLC. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see, there are two types of programming equipment. One is with the help of that handy type, and another is with the help of a personal computer equipped with a software. There are two types of programming equipment which can program a PLC. One is a handy type of programming equipment, another is a full-fledged personal computer equipped with the software. Okay, this is one way of giving programming equipment information. Second thing is, what exactly is the purpose of programming equipment? Yeah, it allow us to write, edit, and monitor PLC program. This monitoring is helpful in performing various diagnostic operations. Meaning, if suppose a PLC is running a program or a process, the entire running can be seen right in our programming equipment that is inside a personal computer. That will be very helpful to perform diagnostic operation. So, anyhow, here it is said that there can be of two types. Here it is said that there can be of three types. Don't worry. This three type is also two types only. These two are handy terminal, and this is nothing but a soft computer equipped with a software. Okay. These two are nothing but, see, actually splitting of handy programming equipment is done over here. That's why as per the textbook, here it is said that there are three types of programming equipments. One is this one, a low end, it is handheld palm size unit with a dual function, having a keyboard or an LCD monitor. This is one. Second one, a more user friendly level with its full screen. So both are actually on-site programming equipment. And this is nothing but programming equipment which is done with personal computer equipped with the software from our control room. From control room, if we are editing program in PLC with the help of a sophisticated software, then we use the third option. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So just now I have explained you the procedure of writing program into PLC. That is nothing but edit a program in programming equipment, then erase the older program available in PLC, then write a new program. Okay, this is the procedure. That is called as programming format. See, the programming format is something like this. Write a program. You please see figure number 35 of suggested textbook. You write a program. After that, with the help of computer and a monitor, write a program using the allowed rules. After that, move this program. Program first screen. This is actually the first procedure is clear the existing program, then write the new program, then move this new program into RAM memory of PLC, and after that run the program. I repeat, the programming, when a question on programming format asked, write on these three steps. First one, clear existing RAM memory of PLC. Second one, write your program as per the application given to you. Then third one, write this written program or edited program into PLC memory, and after that run the program. Hope it is clear to everybody, the 4 steps of programming.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is written in the form of text, so you can ignore this thing. Now this is long answer question, very important, please pay attention. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, you may get a long answer question stating that write the rules for proper construction of PLC. Okay. Point number 1. Before going into this thing, let me give a few information about PLC program. Some more information. Point number 1. Contact. What is contact in PLC? Any idea? Input to PLC. What is contact in PLC?
Input to PLC.
Yeah. Second term is coil. What is coil in PLC?
Output to PLC.
Output from PLC. Output from PLC. I'll get back to you. I'm in the class. Correct? Output from PLC. Then third information. Coil is represented with symbols something like this. This is called as true if close, and this is nothing but true if open. The technical name of this is nothing but normally open, and the technical name of this is normally closed. These things are very important. The relay symbol of this is this one. So क्या बोलेंगे? Relay symbol. And the relay symbol for this is like this. The meaning of this is, if this input made a contact, then what happened? It get energized. And what is the meaning of this? If this input is pressed or applied, the circuit get de-energized. अब मैं उसको उल्टा बोल रहा हूं. If no input is given, then circuit is open. In this case, if no input is given, circuit is closed. That's why this is called as normally open, and this is called as normally closed. Hope it is clear to
Close.
everybody. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. A few more points I would like to give you. That is actually the fourth point. The execution process of PLC program. This is very, very necessary thing in order to understand PLC programming. Recall C programming. In case of C programming, syntax is like this. Line number 1 is executed first, then line number 2 is executed next, and finally line number n. And that's all. How about LabVIEW program? You all know. LabVIEW program scan all inputs. Okay. Then channel by channel. Channel 1. Channel by channel. Channel 1. So on up to channel n is executed. Accordingly, the outputs are updated. Hope it is clear to everybody. So we all
Yes.
know this programming is called as sequential programming, and this programming is called as parallel or data flow programming. Yeah. How about PLC? That is the question. Any idea? Any idea? Any guess from your side? Will it be similar to C programming, or will it be similar to LabVIEW programming, or it is following a different style? Any idea? Any guess from your side?
I think combination of two.
Combination of two. Let us see what is that. A PLC is actually consisting of lines. Each line is equipped with few inputs and one output. Remember that. Each line is equipped with few inputs and one output. So on up to line n. It is also containing one output. And the program execute in this way, left to right. This is left, this is right, and top to bottom. And finally, last to first. ये बहुत important है. 1, 2, and this is 3. और से देखो, and one of you please repeat so that I can check your understanding. Please, one of you repeat.
Sir,
Can I
first
repeat?
left,
Yeah, it is
second top to bottom. Next,
Third is jump the control from last to first. Please, one more, please repeat it so that I can check your understanding. This is very, very
sir,
important.
jump from last to first.
Yeah, jump from last to first. If you want, you can make a note of it. A PLC program consisting of a few lines, each line consisting of a few inputs and one output. Programming style. Each line is executed from left to right, then top to bottom, then last to first, then last to first. It is clear. I will move further. Is it clear
Sir,
to everybody?
clear.
Clear to everybody? Yeah. One more thing. Here, each line is called as a rung. R-U-N-G. Please remember this word. In PLC program, each line is called as a rung. R-U-N-G. So with this much information, we can go and see what are the proper rules or the construction rules available to program a PLC. Please acknowledge me to move to
Okay.
the discussion of the construction of PLC rules. Okay. Hello, please acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Mr. CM, can you please give me the input? CM, are you on? CM, are you on? Sayyeda, are you there? I hope you are listening to the classes. Zeba Uruj, Abdul Khavi,
Yes, sir. Listening.
Yes, sir.
Majid Hussain, Majid Hussain. I think CM left the meeting.
है सर
फिर आंसर क्यों नहीं कर रही?
सर आवाज नहीं आ रही थी जब से
मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही?
नहीं अब आ रही सर जब से नहीं आ रही थी सर
तोबा, फिर बोले क्यों नहीं आ रही बोल के?
आ रही थी सर, आ रही थी, जब से आ रही थी.
फिर पढ़ाओ मैं एक बार.
नहीं सर समझ नहीं वो आ गई सर बीच में नहीं आ रही थी कट रही थी सर
अच्छा तो बोलना ना बाबा, मैं आप लोगों के लिए पढ़ा रहा हूँ कि हवा में पढ़ा रहा हूँ मैं? जो भी प्रॉब्लम है बोलना ना, कम्युनिकेट करना टीचर से. ठीक है, चलिए खाली मत बैठिए. चलिए खाली मत बैठिए. मैं समझूंगा अगर आप लोगों को समझ में आया तो मेरे एफर्ट कामयाब है, नहीं तो वेस्ट है. चलिए, रूल नंबर 1. A contact must always be inserted in first slot in upper left. The meaning of this is, just now I told you, each line consisting of a few contact. What do you mean by contact? Contact are nothing but inputs. Where can we insert this input? It should not be inserted in middle. It should be started inserted from slot 1 onwards. First rule say that start inserting your contact from first slot. अच्छा कैसा करेंगे भाई? यहां से शुरू करेंगे. इसको लेफ्ट बोलेंगे ना तो अपर लेफ्ट. ओके, यहां से नहीं शुरू करना. स्टार्ट फ्रॉम अपर लेफ्ट. होप इट इज क्लियर टू एवरीबॉडी.
Yes, sir.
First rule. Second rule says that a coil must be inserted at the rung, at the end of a rung. Just now I told you each line is called as a rung, and a coil is nothing but an output. Okay, where can we insert this output? It must be inserted at the end of the rung or at the end of the line. You see, Y is represented, or Y is representing a coil, or Y is representing an output. You see, Y is the only output in line number in this particular line, right? Already I told you there can be only one output in each line. There can be many input in each line, or many contacts in each line, but only one output in each line. And that output must be inserted at the end of the rung. So आखिरी हिस्सा क्या रहेगा रंग का? It must be an output. Hope it is clear to everybody. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Third rule. All contact must run horizontally. There must not be any vertical running of contact. अब इधर देखिए आप. मैं थोड़ा टाइम ले रहा हूं इसको because it is important. This is long answer question. Huh. You see, this is horizontal running or vertical running? CM, please
Horizontal.
answer. This is horizontal running. CM, please answer.
Horizontal.
This is horizontal
Horizontal.
running or vertical running?
Vertical.
Vertical.
देखो मैं सीएम को पूछा तो दूसरे जने क्यों दे रहे जवाब? Please maintain discipline. This is vertical running, right? This is vertical running, so it must be avoided. It must be avoided. No vertical oriented contact allowed. Okay, you see, this is one way of writing our logic, but it is not allowed. So what can we do? This type of logic can be transformed into this type of logic. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Or if you are not able to say that this is the solution, you can simply write this example and mention that there should not be any vertical running of contact as per rule number 3. Can I move to next slide?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Rule number 4 says that the number of contact per matrix is limited. You may ask me a question. What is matrix here? What is matrix here? Are you getting a question in your mind? What is matrix here? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
You are getting a question in your mind that what is matrix here? This is nothing but matrix. No. हाँ नहीं है माँ नहीं है 2-3 दिन के लिए नहीं है मैं फोन करता हूँ हाँ ठीक है Okay. The entire combination of logic we can write in a variable. that can be a matrix. Remember, in our MATLAB, each variable is considered as matrix. So matrix is having what? Two elements. One is number of rows and another one number of columns. So even in PLC program, you can write a variable in the form of matrix. That matrix should be a limited size matrix. It cannot be infinity by infinity, right? It must not be like this dimension. Instead, it must be a finite by finite dimension. That is the meaning of rule number 4, meaning the size of the logic which we are writing with the help of a matrix must be limited. Example, in this particular case, the number of rows shown are 11 and the number of columns shown are 7. का मतलब इधर देखो ये गिनो कितने है ये 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 कितने है भाई ये कितने how many it is? This is 11. Run in this okay, count in this way 1 2 3 4 5 6
7.
7 कितने हो गए बाबा 7.
7.
So this matrix size is how much?
11 by 7.
7 by 11 बोल देंगे. क्या बोलेंगे?
7 by 11.
7 by 11. Hope it is clear to everybody. कितनी
Yes,
आसानी
sir.
से 10 मार्क का क्वेश्चन समझ में आ जा रहा ना?
Yes, sir.
Already I explained you this rule. That is nothing but each line of PLC program must contain only one output. Please repeat with me. Only one output is allowed in each line. Yes,
Only
no?
one output in each line.
Only one
Yes.
output may be connected to a group of matrix. Here it is mentioned. So this rule is applied to other form of variable connection. Okay, it may not be a matrix. It may be a simple two variable two contact connection. Even though in that case also there cannot be more than one output in a line. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
All 5 rules are clear to everybody. In order to claim,
Yes, sir.
10 marks, apart from writing the rules, you need to provide the necessary diagram also. Remember that. Chali. Let us see this thing. Last rule. No. 6th rule. 6th rule says that contact must be nested properly. What do you mean by nesting? This is contact. This is contact. And this is also contact. You see, we are actually nesting. Nesting means what? This particular node, you see, this is actually node. This is node. To this node, contact number 1. To this node, contact 1, contact 2, contact 3, 4 are actually nested. So if they are getting nested to common node, it must be written like this. And this is not allowed. Both are looking same, you see. This and this are same node. But we are trying to nest like this. 1, 2 connected to this node, 3, 4 are separated from this node. So this type of nesting must be avoided. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chaliye. Rule number 7. The flow of execution is from left to right. not from right to left. अब इधर देखिए आप, this is left, this is right. The flow should be left to right. या ये केस में it is going left to right. But in this case, it is coming from right to left. There is a chance of moving this contact I and phi into this thing and also into this thing. So this type of flow must be avoided. Conduction through contact is considered to occur from left to right. Will not let current to flow from left through 3 into, okay, left through 3 into again left. That has to be avoided. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Contact progression should be straight across. Straight across. वर्ड की प्रोग्रामिंग करे, सॉरी वर्ड में डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करें आप लोग, जस्टिफिकेशन बोलते देखिए, देयर कैन बी लेफ्ट जस्टिफिकेशन, देयर कैन बी राइट जस्टिफिकेशन, और देयर कैन बी सेंटर जस्टिफिकेशन, राइट, और देयर कैन बी परफेक्ट जस्टिफिकेशन. करे नहीं करे आप लोग वर्ड में? Have you seen this thing or not? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, left justification means data is started from left. Right justification means data is started from right. Center means data moved to center. Perfect justification, there is some another word used. So the data is perfectly distributed in all the corners, left, right, center, all the corners. In case of PLC programming, the contact progression should be straight across, meaning, you see, these two rungs can be either justified from down, इसको क्या बोलेंगे, bottom justification. इसको क्या बोलेंगे, इसको क्या बोलेंगे, this is called as top justification. This can be called as top justification.
Top justification.
In this particular case, here it is intended to justify your contact in top justification way, not the bottom justification. So that is written as contact progression should be straight across. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes, sir.
No? Yeah, that's it. These 8 rules, if we write, we will get 10 marks if it is asked in examination. Can I move further?
Yes, sir.
Already I have explained this thing. Once more I am repeating. Scanning process in PLC. Actually, it is not mentioned in syllabus, but without this, you cannot understand anything of PLC. That's why it needs to be discussed. There are actually 3 parts in scanning. One is input scan, another one program scan, and last one output scan. So that we can understand with the help of this circle. There are actually 3 parts of PLC scan. In one part, all inputs are scanned. And in second part, the program is executed, and that is called as program scan. And in third part, the outputs are updated, and that is called as output scan. Just see this thing. During input scan, input terminals are read. And there is one table maintaining by PLC that is called as input status table is updated. Just see this diagram. In case of input scan, all input terminals are read and updated table, which is called as input status table. These 2 things happen in input scan. Hope it is clear to everybody. ये बहुत जरूरी है ये समझना. CM,
Yes sir, समझ गए.
In case of input scan, all input terminals are read, and there is a table maintaining by PLC software. That table is called as input status table, is updated. मान लो ये input scan में input 1, input 2, input 5 are found to be active high. So there is one corresponding places available in input status table that are updated. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes sir.
Yeah. The
Yes,
next
sir.
scan, is called as program scan. In this particular case, what happens is during these, the input status table is applied on the program. जो table update हुआ था ना, because of reading operation, it get applied on this program, and this program is updated or executed. So this program is actually resulting some output, and that output is having corresponding places in a table called as output status table that is updated. So during this input status table is applied on the user program, the program is executed, and output status table is updated. Right? ये दो चीजें होंगी programs के. Hope it is clear to everybody. Input status table is applied on the user program is executed, and user program update output status table. Please acknowledge me whether it is clear or not.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In last scan, which is called as output scan, in this particular case, only one thing happened, and that is nothing but reading from output status table and making output terminal update accordingly. That is, data associated with output status table is transferred to output terminal. So it means that in case of output scan, soft form of output information is moved into hard form. Is it clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
Chaliye, one of you please explain this thing as it is necessary so that I can see your understanding. Mutakabbir?
Yes sir.
Yeah, बताइए क्या है, what is this process scanning?
सर पीएलसी जो है स्कैनिंग के थ्रू फंक्शन करता है सर.
Very good.
और पीएलसी के टोटल ऑपरेशनल साइकिल में 3 पार्ट्स रहते हैं.
Right.
फर्स्ट इनपुट स्कैन, सेकंड प्रोग्राम स्कैन, थर्ड आउटपुट स्कैन.
Okay.
क्या होता है बोले तो सर इनपुट टर्मिनल्स को रीड करता हूं उन्हें.
Okay. Can you give an example of input terminals?
हाँ, इनपुट टर्मिनल के एग्जांपल सर.
Like analog sensor, digital sensors.
सर व्हाट वी आर. यस सर.
Analog sensors and digital sensors. उतने ना.
यस सर एनालॉग. यस सर.
चलिए. उसके बाद.
सर उसके बाद प्रोग्राम स्कैन रहता है सर. प्रोग्राम स्कैन में क्या रहता है बोले तो जो इनपुट टेबल जो अपडेट होता है ना सर, वो जो है उसमें वो जो अपडेट हुआ ना सर उसको एग्जीक्यूट करता है सर उन्हें प्रोग्राम.
बगैर अप्लाई करके एग्जीक्यूट कर देता.
नहीं सर.
हाँ, अभी तक देखिए मैं आपको एक मिसाल बताता हूँ. मैं आपको इनपुट दिया क्या के टेक फ्रूट, टेक शुगर, टेक वाटर. मैं आपको टास्क दिया ये पूरे लेके एक जूस. आप क्या करेंगे? You will process it now.
Yes.
What you will do? How can you process? You try to execute, make the task done. You make the task happen, right? By taking
Yes.
inputs. Inputs are there in your mind, okay? Inputs are there in your accordingly. You will execute your task. Okay. चलिए उसके बाद what happened in case of output scan?
सर आउटपुट स्कैन में फिर आउटपुट डेटा, आउटपुट स्टेटस जो है वो ट्रांसफर करते सर अपन आउटपुट टर्मिनल को.
चलिए can you give example of output terminals?
सर डिस्प्ले सर.
No. With the help of display, we can only see the result. It's not output terminal.
Controller, sir.
No. Motors, solenoid valves, relays, output relays.
Yes.
They are all the example of output terminals.
Yes sir.
Actuators. ठीक है?
Yes sir.
How smart sensor is different from normal sensor? Smart sensor is having both sensor as well as actuator in their circuit. It read the actuator information, process it, and apply to the actuator. So it means that input terminals are all analog and digital sensors. Output terminals can be motors, can be actuators, can be solenoid valves. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes sir.
चलिए. So we got to know that a PLC, which is nothing but industrial controller, doing reading operation from outside world. Outside world are called as input terminals. They can be analog input. They can be digital input. Okay. This is input terminals. After reading from them, this status is actually moved into a software called as input status table, which is applied to program in program scan cycle, and that program is accordingly executed, and this program after executing update a table called as output status table. In last scan, what exactly happened is the software generated result is actually moved to output terminal. अब output terminal क्या होंगे भैया? It can be digital output or it can be analog. अरे आवाज से बोलो जी बाबा.
Analog output sir.
हाँ, it can be digital output or it can be analog.
Analog output.
ठीक है? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
पूरों को समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
और 3-4 आवाजा होना मेरे को. तो पढ़ाते जाता ऐसी.
Yes,
ठीक है?
sir.
Okay. Happy to hear. So that's all from today's class. We'll see the remaining thing in next class.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, you all can leave now.
$22.
Hi, 10.
2.
$24.
Yes, 24 absent. हो गई अटेंडेंस. अनस मत डालो 26.